Hi there, welcome to my channel and welcome to part 5 of Fabulously Filthy with Emily Parcel Revisited. It's been increasingly difficult micromanaging Emily since the last episode. The ground floor is now looking pretty disgusting. I'm going to get her to check the dust level to see if it is actually now filthy, because I still don't see any filth fiends, which is one of the things I'm holding out for, because that should be a quick and easy part of this last milestone of the aspiration to get checked off. So although the top floor is filthy, there's no filth fiends. The ground floor, okay, so the floor level is filthy. So the ground floor is now filthy, but I haven't seen any filth fiends spawning yet. So I'm going to get her to just do something outside of the house for a little bit, because she just keeps trying to clean, and I'm going to try and keep her as busy as possible until the filth fiend spawns. And even when Emily does something like that, I have to pause and check why she's queued up the sink. So it is just to get water. I'll probably just let her do that, but again, I'm going to have to watch her very carefully, because the sink, the shower and the toilet, I think the toilet she has actually cleaned, but the sink and the shower, she keeps queuing up to clean them, and I really have to watch her very carefully. So she's got her water, but I notice that she's yellow on her sleep need, so I'm going to send her to sleep just to get her out of my way for a little bit. And also, if she sleeps, a little bit of time will pass and hopefully a filth fiend will spawn. Okay, Emily is awake and I still don't see a filth fiend, so I'm just going to get her to interact with Freckles to give her something to do if she feeds Freckles and gets him to look for bits and pieces around the house. While she's doing that, I can just have a look about and see if a filth fiend has spawned yet. I don't know, I might need to leave the lot and come back for one to spawn. I can't remember how it spawned last time. I'm pretty sure it just spawned overnight one night. Editing Callie here. Very stupidly, I didn't record the footage of Emily appeasing the filth fiend. A filth fiend did eventually spawn. She appeased it once, it disappeared, but then another one spawned and she appeased that one twice. And I thought I was recording the whole thing, but I wasn't. So here is an image of my last playthrough, just a reminder of what the filth fiends look like. Unfortunately, like I say, don't have a recording of her doing it this time. When I pick up in the next scene, you will see that it has been checked off on her aspiration as she proceeds to the next part, which is the part where she gets angry and knocks over 3 trash cans. So I'm getting so anxious with Emily queuing up things that I don't want her to do. I'm just going to take her off the lot. Something I have done since I filmed the last installment is I went in and made those changes to the Salty Paws Saloon that I said I was going to make. I've put up an angry painting, so I'll get Emily to look at that and kick over the trash can 3 times. So here's the angry painting here. I'll just get Emily to view that and get herself nice and angry so she can then go outside and kick over the trash cans. Trash cans here at the Salty Paws Saloon are always full, and if you play any length of time on this lot, you'll see that because other Sims randomly rock up and knock them over. And there's actually 2. There's one out the front of the building, the direction I'm facing right now, and there's one off to the right of the screen right now as well. I can see that one of Emily's moodlets there is the red angry moodlet, but it's not her predominant moodlet. She's queuing up to go for a drink now as well. I think I might have to wait for her to be less happy. She's happy about the decoration and food that she's eaten. Some of those happy moodlets are starting to wear off, so hopefully once they wear off, the anger will become the predominant moodlet and she'll be angry enough to go and knock over those trash cans. I've actually just had a thought. I don't think I enabled the emotional aura on that painting. No, I didn't, so I'm going to do that just now. I'm going to enable the emotional aura and get her to view it, and that should get her angry enough. I think they only get a small anger boost. There we go, she's now very angry after having the aura enabled, because once you enable the aura, they don't really even have to look directly at it, they just have to be in the vicinity, and now I can queue up for her to kick the trash can. So there she goes. And there we go, that's brought that up. That's 1 out of 3 instances done. She's gone back to being happy again. Apparently the outside of the Salty Paws Saloon is better decorated than the inside because she got the nice decoration moodlet appeared again. So I'll get her to just pick that trash can up, go back inside, have another look at the painting, and then go back out and kick the trash can again. And there we go, she's nice and angry again, so I will send her out to kick over the trash can. And here she goes. I actually didn't refill the trash can with the trash she knocked out last time, so I don't know if that will count, because I know when it's your own trash can you have to put the trash back in. No, 2 out of 3, that did still count. I sent her to pick up the trash just in case it didn't. That's another good thing about when it is a community lot trash can. Apparently you can kick it as many times as you want. But again, being outside, she got the happy moodlet, so I've sent her back to look at the painting again. Although even just walking back inside, she gets angry again. So I'll send her back out to kick the trash can one final time, and that's that part of the aspiration checked off, which leaves just woohooing with someone in the filthy house and throwing a social event successfully in the filthy house. And there we go, that's it checked off, 2 out of 4. So just 2 more points to go and then we will have completed this aspiration successfully. It's gone a little better than I thought it would. It was a bit slow at the start, but it's been going quite well ever since we got past that first milestone. Fingers crossed it continues through to the end. In preparation for the woohoo with someone in the filthy house, I am going to use that little hack of using Social Bunny. As you can see there, I haven't used Social Bunny at all yet in this playthrough for Emily, but I'm going to go in. The only one she has any romantic relationship with is Davin, so I'm just going to go in and send him some flirty messages to try and build their romantic relationship a little bit, because they had a wee sliver, but it kind of died away a little bit with a combination of the filthy house impacting on their relationship building, and just because I haven't been actively pursuing it anymore. But I'm going to use this just to help build it up a little bit, and then when we see him, I'll flirt with him a little bit more, and hopefully I'll get it to a point where they can woohoo fairly soon. I've brought Emily back home. It is now 8 o'clock in the morning. She just pulled an all-nighter at the Salty Paws Saloon, and now that it is a sociable time when other Sims won't complain about me calling them in the middle of the night, I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to hop in and organise a social event starting immediately. I think it has to be the dinner party, because I think when I looked into this when I was doing it last time that any other social event may or may not be successful, and the dinner party is one of the base game social events, and a lot of these aspirations are built around base game, even the ones like this one which came with the Bust the Dust kit. So I am going to set up a dinner party, invite everyone I know. I'm even going to get a caterer because I've got money for it, and that way Emily doesn't have to worry about cooking the meals. The only overall objective for the dinner party is to call everyone to a meal, so if someone else prepares the meal, even if they don't, I have meals prepared in the fridge. I can take it out, call everyone to the meal, and that should guarantee me at least, I think, a silver on the event. So with a little bit of effort, I can get the score a little bit higher. Don't know if I need silver or gold to pass it, because last time this is the one part that I could not complete. So let's see how it goes this time. I love Emily's party outfit. That is the outfit that EA gave her, because I just took her directly from the gallery and made no changes. It's great. Everything about it is just great. And here comes Davin in one of his tamer outfits. It's business on the top and party on the bottom by the looks of it. But as things are going well with him, once I've thanked him for coming, I'm just going to cut to flirting with him. Unless I am made to socialise with any other guests, I'll probably just concentrate on flirting with Davin throughout this event to try and get the relationship with him up to the point that we can woohoo. And of course, again, he is dazed, as no doubt is everyone else at this party. So let's see how Clara's getting on. And she is not getting on. That quite often happens when you hire a caterer, that they just get out the chopping board and the vegetables or whatever else, dump it on the counter and then stand about looking clueless. So I'm just going to take the food out of the fridge, the meals that I have in the fridge. I'll take that downstairs and I'll have Emily call everyone to a meal. Other Emily is now up there and Clara has left the kitchen entirely, so yeah, that was worth the 100 simoleons that we paid for her to do this job. I will definitely just be using my own food for this. So there we go, I've just put that on the floor. And I can call to meal even though it's on the disgusting floor and there's only a few servings left of it. That's all I need. And that should check off that goal for the event. That's Emily through calling everyone to the meal. And yes, that did put me to silver for the event, just for calling everyone to the meal. So that's given me a minimum of a silver, and if I manage to check off any more of the social interactions, I should be able to get it to gold. But let's just see my progress. And it's checked off as complete already. even though the event is still in progress. So just the fact that I started the event and Emily's, I can see the little yellow line there, the fact that Emily has that embarrassed moodlet, that has been enough to complete this, which I am shocked and amazed at, because last time this was the big thing that I tried multiple times in multiple different ways and could not get to complete. And I just can't get past the fact that it's just completed as easily as that. That's amazing. Okay, so now there's just one thing left to do, which is woohoo in the filthy house. So come on down, Davin. And there he is. We've still just got a little sliver of romantic interest there. But he's in a good mood. He's finally stopped being dazed and he's happy now. And Clara did clean a little bit of the bathroom, so hopefully the fact that the bathroom's slightly dirty won't put him off. Although, the fact that I couldn't get him to clean my house when I was asking other Sims to help me clean, I think he might actually be a slob. Originally I'd thought lazy, but I'm starting to think he might be a slob, and if he is a slob, I've maybe even got a better chance of raising my romance with him in this filthy house. Not really sure if that does help or not, but we'll see. And I'm also going to go into Social Bunny and just send him a couple of romantic messages on Social Bunny as well, just to be absolutely sure we can build this relationship. If the event ends before I've got him where I want him, I'll let the guests go and I'll just keep chatting with him. See, Johnny Zest is sitting on the bed there. He'd better move because I'm going to be needing that location very soon. Emily's just levelled up her romance skill and got herself into a nice flirty mood, and I see that Davin is flirty as well, and it's a suggestive conversation. I can tell by the length of the pink romance bar that they are not far enough on for the relationship to woohoo, but I was able to select first kiss there if Davin would just turn around and get himself back down the ladder. And Clara is just going to awkwardly stand in the bathroom the entire time I try to do this. Oh, and I noticed that Clara has also just broken my sink. Thanks very much, Clara. Emily's walked out of the bathroom because Krishna was even joining in on things in there. So I'm just going to queue up a couple of more interactions and then we'll try going for a first kiss again. So we've got the kiss hands, and if she can try for a first kiss. They're having a little hug there that I didn't ask for, but that's fine. I've discovered Kiyoshi's romantic boundaries. I don't really understand how that's happened, but never mind. And there we go. Romance is starting to look a little bit better. It's a steamy exchange. Let's just keep going with the kisses and the physical affection. I don't have the option to woohoo just yet. I'm literally just going to keep this up and keep checking against the bed when I can actually woohoo, because I am determined to complete this aspiration. Okay, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes that Emily is a love bug, and yes, we've got a steamy dynamic, because that will make the relationship grow much faster. There you can literally see it moving up very quickly. Good. Right, we'll be able to woohoo. I saw woohoo in that pie menu there, so woohoo with Davin, let's go. Doesn't matter that it's the middle of the party, doesn't matter that we've got all these people over at the house, let's just go for it. Where are you going, Emily? Why are you sitting down? Why is she sitting down? Okay, there we go, that's their little happy woohoo dance. Let's get to it, and there we go. They haven't even actually done it yet. Aspiration achieved. Finally we have achieved the Fabulously Filthy Aspiration. So, although it's a little bit complicated, it's not necessarily buggy because I was finally able to complete it. I still think it's a bit strange that you can't complete it if you are a slob, because it seems like it should be the perfect aspiration for a slob to do, but I will accept it as it is. That's fine. I'm just going to pull it up here just to show you all the steps that we went through to get to this point. So we had the procrastinator, the spoiled food, the dirty kitchen and bathroom. One floor of the house got dirty. We maxed out our fun need on a dirty floor. We did the chore dodger. We cooked 3 meals on a dirty or filthy floor level. We paid for a cleaning service. We did the low standards, which was eat 3 meals that are spoiled, bathe 3 times in a dirty shower, didn't wash our hands after using the toilet, and we invited a guest over to the house while the house was dirty or filthy. And lastly, we did the filth friend. We knocked over 3 trash cans, we appeased a filth fiend, we woohooed in a filthy house, and crucially, we threw a party event in a filthy house successfully. And that is it. Finally complete. I definitely had my doubts coming into this that I would be able to complete this successfully. Didn't think it was going to be possible. And like I say, it actually went smoother and easier than I thought it would. Still can't get over the fact that you can't do this when you're a slob. EA, what were you thinking? But that aside, that's it done, and that's another series complete. See it there at the top, aspiration completed. Emily has become one with the filth and finds solace in the familiar presence of dirt and grime. As Emily learned to let messes pile up and live it up, she found enlightenment. Why bother cleaning when things will just get dirty again? Why hold yourself to some impossible standard of cleanliness? Once Emily embraced and accepted her filthy ways, she realised she was free, and on this day, a filth dweller was born. And Emily has acquired the filth dweller trait. That is the end of Emily 2.0's story, and I will be moving on to a new series now in place of this one. If you aren't already aware, I do have another ongoing running series which updates every Tuesday, Takeover Tuesday. I am also going to be starting a new series that will air every Monday called Museum Monday. I will explain more about that when that kicks off this Monday. On top of the Monday-Tuesday weekly episodes, throughout the rest of the week I will have mini-series like this one I've done with Emily. The next challenge I'm going to be trying is a well-known one. It's the Asylum Challenge. I've never tried the Asylum Challenge before. I'm going to change the rules just slightly in how I do it, but I will explain that when it comes to me doing it. Thanks for sticking with me through this one, and thanks for watching.
Royal Blish.